What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Draco's Journey to Master Ball. We're using mental teams or teams that I've created to reach the Master Ball tier. As always, I am, in fact, Draco. And we are, obviously, back at it today. Looks a little different. You don't see a team. That's because it's a team episode today. That's right. I have my first Regulation C team. It's something I've spent all week working on. I had a thought, had a question, and that question was, what if it was possible to get Chen-Poe next to a stat-boosted Dondozo? What I mean by that is I mean a Dondozo that has a Tatsugiri in its mouth. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's just impossible, Draco. Because once the Tatsugiri is in Dondozo's mouth, that's the that spot, Tatsugiri's spot, it becomes a dead spot, and you're playing 1v1. You would be correct. You would be correct. And you, in fact, not only would you be correct, you are correct. You are 100% correct in that. But I'm Draco. We don't play by those rules. We take the standard rule book, we look at it, we go, throw it out the window, and we bring in the Draco's rulebook. Now, this is a idea from the past, so it has been done before, but I tweaked it and I made it my own. And what I am talking about is a Toxic Orb Tatsugiri with the move Endure, and you place it next to an Mon that knows the move Explosion. So yes, you are sacrificing one of your pieces to do this. In actuality, we are going to be sacrificing two of our Mons in order to pull this off. I have created a team. We're going to go into the team builder, and I'm going to show you guys the team. I have some certain Pokemon on it that I wanted to use. That's why they're there. There are maybe some better options for the one Pokemon, but hey, I wanted to use that one. So, if you guys are excited and stoked to see an explosion team on the channel and to see the first Regulation C team put together by me, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, we are trying to get to 200 subscribers. We have recently accomplished 161, and we're getting there. So hit that subscribe button, help me build the DK Trading YouTube channel, and let's get on with today's episode. All right, here we are. We are on Showdown. Showdown is a team builder for anybody who does not know. Now, when I build a team, I always do a couple different iterations before I come to the final iteration of the team. And as you can see, there were a couple of them. The first one we'll talk about is the Drifloon version of the team. And I affectionately call this team Big Bada Boom. You would have to be a fan of the Fifth Element to know what that is. But first and foremost, I need to give out two shout-outs. And these shout-outs go to Carlo, who goes by Pogi, and I hope I got that right, in the game. And he hooked me up with the Fluttermane. Take care of that Cloft. I shiny hunted that guy, and he was one of the ones that I did not expect someone to want, because his Cloft shiny form is awesome. Like I said, Pogi hooked me up with the shiny Fluttermane that we got for this team. And then another guy who hooked me up is Giovanni, and they hooked me up with the shiny Tatsugiri, which is a droopy Tatsugiri. So I caught a shiny Dondozo for this team. So we have the white shiny Dondozo and the white shiny Tatsugiri. Team looks beautiful because of these two. I gave him the Iron Valiant for the Tatsugiri, so take care of that Iron Valiant. Another one that I shiny hunted for. That wasn't one I expected to go either. There were some other ones that I offered for trade that I figured would have went first. But good to know that two of my Pokemon that I put effort into went to good homes, and I got two awesome Pokemon for it. So huge shout out to those guys. Thank you so much. Honestly, couldn't have put the team together without your guys' help. All right, on with the episode. So the first iteration I did was this one. And, well, the first thing I started out with this. Okay. It goes like this. You have Dondozo Tatsugiri. When Tatsugiri goes into Dondozo's mouth, you get the Commander ability which increases Dondozo's stats by 2, all of his stats by 2, which is amazing. Makes him super strong. Now, with the introduction in Regulation C of Chen-Poe, whose Swords of Ruin ability cuts defenses. Now, imagine if you were able to get... I laugh when I say this, because when this idea hit me, it was like 1:30 in the morning. I had a rough day, so, you know, there was some medication involved, and I went, what if? I know it's possible because I've used the team. I actually have an episode on the channel of using a Drifloon with Explosion, Toxic Tatsugiri in the same fashion, but I was like, if you can pair Chen-Poe next to it, Chen-Poe would be amazing. It would be insane amounts of damage, and this thing does great damage. This team does a lot of damage. So I started out with this team because the Drifloon was the obvious answer, but it's been done before, and I didn't want to use Drifloon. And then I had the Amoonguss on there, who I figured was really good support, and then I went with the Dragonite, who actually ended up staying on the team. Right, I didn't even change Dragonite at all. I left Dragonite alone because this Chen-Poe Dragonite is absolutely amazing. So this was the first iteration of the team. Not really going to go over the moves until the final team. I tested it a couple times. Like I said, the Drifloon's been done before, so we pretty much kicked Drifloon off the team right away. That might be your best option. And then I looked up the move Explosion, and I was like, I need somebody funny. I need somebody cool. I need somebody awesome. And that's when I was like, you know, Garganacl learns Explosion. You have Recover, you have Salt Cure, you have Protect, you have Stall. Could be pretty good. So I put Garganacl on it, tested it. I liked it a lot. One problem I was having was speed. Garganacl is really, really slow. So unfortunately, Garganacl did not make the cut. We left Amoonguss on the team. We left the standard 3 here. This 4 is all together. This Chen-Poe, Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Dragonite. That was the core of the team. That was the idea of the team, to get these guys. Basically, it was Chen-Poe, Dondozo, Tatsugiri, and then an Explosion user. Like, that's the main core of the team. But I really needed something in case, because, you know, it might not work. If you're up against a Haze user, it's not going to work. Mirror Dondozos can be a little bit hard. I originally had the Unaware one to ignore taunts because of the set that we're running with it. But I ended up switching to Oblivious just because it helps with the mirror matchup. You actually, I believe you lose the mirror matchup. So, like I said, I tested it out, did really, really well with everything that was going on with the team. But I was like, man, it's really slow. Garganacl's taking a lot of damage. Just to waste Garganacl for an Explosion, I feel like I was underusing Garganacl in that scenario, and it kind of forced me to lean onto Dragonite and Chen-Poe with like Amoonguss and Garganacl in the mix. That's funny, I have a nickname on there. I don't even know where that came from. It's a set that I had. I don't know. Anyways, so like I said, tested that one. It did well. It was good. It was fun. But I was like, man, it's just not what I want. I need something that is just fun. Because that is what I play Pokemon for, is to have the most fun that you can possibly have. So I was like, we need to optimize the fun. Garganacl is lacking in the fun department. And I was like, I was looking at Explosion users, and I'm like, you know, there's one Explosion user that is known for doing just that, and that's blowing up. That's exploding. It's in the game. You walk past it, it blows up. And that is none other than the big Bada Boom Pokemon himself, Electrode. And I was like, yo, we gotta use Electrode. That's it. That's my Explosion user. I'm not changing it. There are probably other ones out there. I settled on Electrode. So then the core became Chen-Poe. Oh no, what did I do? The core became Chen-Poe, Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Electrode. With those 4, I was totally capable of setting up the Toxic Orb, Tatsugiri, Explosion, and then getting Tatsugiri into the Dondozo's mouth, getting your Commando ability. Tatsugiri goes down because of the Toxic Orb, and Chen-Poe comes in, and you're able to sweep from there. And it's a beautiful thing when it happens. And then I was like, we need to kind of optimize the rest of the team. We're using Dragonite because Dragonite is one of my favorite Pokemon. And the fact that Dragonite is amazingly good in Scarlet and Violet just makes me a very happy person because Dragonite is amazing. So I left Dragonite. I'm not using Dragonite. Or I'm using Dragonite. Sorry for that. I said I left Dragonite. I'm not taking Dragonite off the team. It's staying on there no matter what. And then I was just like, Amoonguss is here. And I was looking over the team. And I'm like, Amoonguss does some things for the team, but it's just not doing enough for the team. I never would want to bring it because I would bring like Chen-Poe, even if I wasn't bringing the main core of the team. I'd bring like Chen-Poe, Dondozo, Dragonite, you know, and then I would just like, let's bring Electrode, or you know, I would bring Amoonguss, and Amoonguss would just end up being like the last Pokemon left, and I can't do anything with it. So I was like, I need something else. I need one more Pokemon that could do damage and sweep games. And that's when I settled on the Fluttermane. Now, this is the final version of the team. Like I said, I have the team in-game, but I'm going to go over the exact team build for you now for it. All right, so we started with Chen-Poe. Chen-Poe is an amazing Pokemon. It has Swords of Root ability, which cuts defenses. There's a number that it cuts it by, but I'm terrible with numbers, I won't lie. So it cuts defenses down. I was like, we need to have the Focus Sash on it so it can stay alive. And I'm going to run Earthquake on Dondozo for spread move damage. Why not make it a flying type? Terra. You know, if you need to, you can flying type Terra the Chen-Poe, and you're not taking earthquake damages, or earthquake damage. Chen-Poe's not taking earthquake damage, and you're free to do the other moves. I originally also had recover on it because at one point I'm like 99% positive you were able to recover your full HP and get your Focus Sash back on. I tested it. It does not work. So I took recover off and I put Sucker Punch on it. So his moveset is going to be Icy Wind for speed control, because some things do outspeed your Dondozo, so you want to be able to control that. Ice Spinner for terrain control, because you're running a priority style Dragonite, so it gets rid of like the second terrain and stuff like that. Sucker Punch for some priority, and Protect to round the moveset out. And I think that's a pretty solid build for the Chen-Poe. It centers very nicely on this core. So we go down to the second Pokemon on the team. That's going to be the Don himself, Dondozo. Now, this Dondozo is really cool, actually. The one I'm using. I spent a lot of time on this team for the Pokemon because, in all honesty, this is the first team I've built from 100% scratch. A lot of the other teams that I've used, I've gotten Pokemon through trades, or I don't have a lot of time, so I gen a lot of my Pokemons that I use for the teams. But this one I really wanted to be like, I want to experience what it's like to build a team from beginning to end with no outside help. And let me tell you, the amount of money that I spent in game is insane, because I had to change sets and stuff like that, and I kept the Pokemon. Anyways, I put a lot of effort into it, so the team looks a certain way, and it's a shiny Dondozo that I shiny hunted, and I was in the middle of the beating the 60 Pokemon to increase your odds, and he popped up, and I was like, yo, I gotta use him on a team. My goal of catching the shiny Dondozo was to use it in a team. And then there's a white Tatsugiri. So like I said, got the droopy Tatsugiri, and they're both white. It looks really, really cool. Anyways, the Dondozo, this says Grass Terra, which is wrong. I ended up settling on Ground Terra because you gain the Earthquake stab. That's why. Maybe it's not, the most optimal Terra, because grass stops sleep, but you have a Chesto Berry, so hopefully if you're going to go to sleep, your Chesto Berry pops, and then you're able to wake up and you're able to knock the Amoonguss out with your Chen-Poe or whatever you need to do. It also has a Chesto Berry because it has rest, so you have health regeneration. So moveset of Wave Crash for water stab, big time water stab, Earthquake for if you Terra, it's got spread damage. Then you also gain your Terra, ground stab, rest, and protect for the moveset. And I just went with a 252 spread on this one. Same thing with Chen-Poe. I just wanted optimal damage, is really what I was looking for. So that's Dondozo. That's the story of Dondozo. Tatsugiri already like I said, I got the Tatsugiri on the team through a trade, which is amazing because that's just how beautiful Pokemon is. If you want a certain Pokemon, I just put a message on one of the Facebook groups I'm part of, and within, honestly, it was like half an hour of putting the message out, I had the Tatsugiri in my hands. Same thing for the Fluttermane. So the one thing you need to know for this strategy to work is Endure. So what you do is you lead the Electrode and you lead the Tatsugiri. You Endure, right? You explode with your Electrode. Now I will say Electrode does not take Tatsugiri down to full health. It just the one I have. Now I was thinking if it had like a 0 defense nature or a 0 defense EV and IV investment, it probably would take it down to the red. But I was like, I don't know. The one I have is actually got a perfect defense IV, so it takes the hit decently. And then you're looking at about 3 turns before the poison takes enough to get it knocked out. So what you can do is you can Endure, and then I'm not 100% positive how it works, if it's Protect Endure or Endure and Protect, but I'm pretty sure you can Endure and then Protect, which I should have tested that before I said it, but I'm pretty sure that's what you can do. And then you could do something like bring Chen-Poe in, Protect Chen-Poe, Protect Tatsugiri, and then just switch at that point, and then Dondozo comes in, and Dondozo has Protect. You Protect for the final turn, Tatsugiri is done. You bring Chen-Poe back out, you're taking, you're in the position you were trying to get in the beginning of the team. So even if I'm wrong on that Protect Endure mechanic, like I said, I didn't test it, and I really should have. I added Protect literally 15 minutes ago when I was finalizing the team, because I was like, I need to test it. And I'm going to test it because we're going to do some test battles in the episode. And this got Money Water and Draco Meteor. It's got a Terra type of Dragon type, so you can Dragon if you need to. You don't have to run the Tatsugiri Dondozo build. I've run Tatsugiri with leading things like Fluttermane for Muddy Water, stuff like that. And it's got, you do put yourself on a timer with Toxicroak. But what I'm saying is I tried to make the team as flexible as possible, where it's just not relying on the core Pokemon of Chen-Poe, Dondozo, Tatsugiri, and the Igo Boom Boom Electrode. So 252 spread. Just like I said, I wanted something that's going to hit really hard if I needed to. And it's actually not HP 252. It's actually speed 252. So fast little guy, delivers a hit. But like I said, he's pretty much just a pawn to use to get to the Chen-Poe Dondozo on the board. The star of the show is Electrode. It's electric Terra type. It's got the static ability, so if you do get hit, you are taking some damage. It's got a full speed investment. There are things that are faster, like Annihilate is faster. So I went with, that's supposed to be Protect. I went with the moveset of Explosion, Volt Switch, Thunder Wave, and Protect. Thunder Wave I feel like gives you more speed control. Volt Switch, you're able to Volt Switch in and out freely. Protect to cover for Protect. And then I also was going to run, I originally had Choice Scarf on, which Choice Scarf makes it faster pretty much than everybody, because I believe it comes to like a 333 or 444 speed. I'm not positive on that, but I believe his speed is 222. And then Choice Scarf would make it whatever that would be. But problem is there's fake out users. And I was like, man, if you get faked out and then you get knocked out, your whole plan's out the window. We need to fix that. In Gen 9, there is an item called Clover Cloak, which protects your Pokemon from fake out. Perfect item. Threw it on there, stopped the fake out. Beautiful thing. You're going to Endure with Tatsugiri anyways, so you're going to explode. You're not going to get faked out. You're going to be able to progress the game further along, so that way you can, in fact, get Chen-Poe next to Dondozo. Then I needed the final 2 members on the team, and I went with a 252 speeds attack spread. Now his special attack is actually better, because it's 80 versus 50. But like I said, if you get you do the full investment in attack, and hello, come on now, change his level. I have it all level 100 because the Pokemon are level 100 in the game, and Anyways, so yeah, 222 is his speed, and then if you were to do the choice scarf, it would be multiplied by whatever that is. But if you do the full speed investment, you get an attack stat of 102, which isn't horrible, you know. And he's already got a special attack of 90. I did the minus because I don't like minusing defenses. I just think that's kind of silly to do, take away from your defenses. And then, like I said, I went with Explosion, Volt Switch, Thunderwave, and Protect. I felt like Thunderwave and Protect just optimized the Electrode and made him a little bit better, a little more user-friendly, able to be used. Then I needed the final 2 Pokemon in the team, and that's when I came up with the Dragonite. And like I said a little bit ago, Dragonite made the team in the beginning. I wanted to use Dragonite, Chen-Poe. Those 2 together are amazing. It's just the Extreme Speed, Ice Spinner, Low Kick, Fire Punch. I got this set up, the EV setup and everything like that, from a team that I used from Pokesports, the Chen-Poe Dragonite team that they used a while back. So that's huge shout out to them for letting all of us people have access to their EVs and everything like that. So it's just the moveset, it's the EVs. I figured the Fire Punch, the Low Kick, the Ice Spinner, the Extreme Speed with the Choice Band really gives the Dragonite coverage that you otherwise maybe are lacking. So nothing really, it's just pretty much a standard Dragonite, Choice Band Dragonite build that's been running around. Then, like I said, I needed something to wrap the team up to make it just that much just better. You know what I mean? And there are a lot of Pokemon you can do, but in Reg C, Fluttermane just splashes so nice onto every single build. On like every single team, it really does. And I originally went with just like this. Oh, I already took, yeah. Oh, I thought I had one within there. I just went with a 252 Fluttermane, where it was 252 in the special attack, 252 in the speed. He was fast, but like I said, oh no, I didn't say it. But what I mean is, he was very squishy. And when you're running this 4 Pokemon, when you're running 4 Pokemon dedicated to one strategy, I really feel like you need something that you can rely on if that strategy just won't work. And there are plenty of times where it won't work. If there's like a Murkrow on your opponent's team, Palafin has Haze, Chen-Poe has Haze. There's plenty of Pokemon out there that can get rid of Dondozo's stats. So you need to watch out for that. This is a very dependent team, meaning it either depends heavily on the strategy of the Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Chen-Poe, Electrode strategy, or you mix it up. And I felt like with Dragonite Fluttermane, it really allows you to mix it up. There were times where I was just bringing Dondozo, leaving Tatsugiri on the bench, bringing like Dragonite Fluttermane, Chen-Poe, Dondozo. Times I was doing that. But this set is a bulky choice spec set, and it's actually a set that I seen on Moxie Boost's YouTube channel, and I was fascinated by it. I'm like, a bulky choice specs set means it does a lot of damage, and you can take hits, and I feel like that bulked the team up and made the whole team overall a little bit stronger, a little bit more Swiss Army knife type of deal where you can do lots of different things with it. Do know that there is choice specs on it, and you do lock yourself into the move. It's got Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt with the Fairy Terra, so you're able to do double Fairy Stab on those Moonblasts and Dazzling Gleams. That is the team. I am so excited to use this team. I've tested it out all week. I've spent the whole week building it. What we're going to do is we're going to get onto the casual battle, and we're going to do some casual battles with it. It's final testing is what it is, and hopefully we can, pick up some wins. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get over on the cartridge. I already have the team in game. It's something that I've tested. I've tested it a lot. It's going to be final testing, and we're going to get onto the casual ladder. That's why I do my testing, and I will take it on to the ranked ladder too. But like I said, what we're going to do is we'll get over and we will I'll show you guys the in-game team and how it looks, and then we'll get onto the casual ladder, and we'll have probably 2 casual battles, depending on how long they take. Maybe 3 if they're quick, because sometimes you can go pretty quick with this team. So let's jump over into game, and then you guys can see the team. All right, here it is. Here's the team. And, yeah, like I said, got some awesome Pokemon on here. There's, what, 4 shinies on here. And, actually, the Tatsugiri that I got in the trade, actually, what I did was, and anybody can do this, it wasn't too hard, is I fed it enough sandwiches and food in general to give it the gourmet mark. So it's actually the Tatsugiri, the gourmet, and then the Dragonite has the Cloud Watcher mark, which it means it comes out as Dragonite the Cloud Watcher. So every Pokemon on the team has its own little thing, its own little special thing about it. This guy shiny hunted particularly for the for this team. I shiny hunted it, and yeah, it took a while, but I did it. There's a spot where you can do it, and all you got to do is just eat the electric sandwich, the shiny electric sandwich, and you just cruise around, and he just pops up. It's in like the desert or whatever. And then this is the Dondozo. That's the Flutter Mane that we got. Here's the Tatsugiri. So like it's white with white. I just think it looks so cool. I think the team has this awesome just like look about it. And then there's Dragonite, the green Flutter Mane. So this is what the team looks like. We're gonna get over and we're gonna get onto the casual side of things. And we are on my Draco platform. We are on the Draco account. We're not on the DK Trading YouTube account. We're on my personal account. So what we'll do is we'll have a couple of casual battles, and then I will put the rent the code up on it on the screen. The Pokepaste will be down below, all that stuff. So huge thanks to everybody who helped me with the team. It means a lot to me. So as we wait for our first opponent, it might be kind of hard, which I built this team because I knew here we got our first opponent here. I built the team because I knew the global tournament was happening, and I was trying to finish it yesterday. So I could sign up for the tournament. Unfortunately, I was up till like 2 o'clock in the morning trying to finalize the team. Fell asleep and wasn't able to register. Anyways, we got our first opponent here. They have some electric Pokemon. So we're gonna do the thing. This is it. This is the thing. This is it. Let's do it. All right. So this is how you lead. This is what you do. Now, oh, there's nothing like fresh cold tea. Oh, it's so good. Sorry. I was thirsty from talking for that 20 minutes right there. So we lead like this. This is how we lead. And this is what we do. It's a really fun strategy. When it works really well. When it doesn't work, well, it just doesn't work. Let's just say that. Okay. Shinies. I didn't see if Warheads was in fact shiny. Alright. First thing we do is Explode. And then we Endure. And that's move 1. Turn 1. I'm excited. Nervous, but excited. Alright, Endure goes through. I'm nervous because, I put a lot. This is the most effort I've ever put into a team as far as putting it together and building. I have a group of kids that I own. I have 3 kids. I'm a stay-at-home dad, so a lot of times I just don't have the time. This whole week I was up until about 2 o'clock in the morning every day playing because that's when I had the chance to do it. And I commend anybody who plays that way. It is amazing. All right, Warhead took aim. They electric to him. Okay, so they're going in for a critical hit next turn. Alright, so there's that. Now, unfortunately, and I'm actually glad this happened this way, we didn't get to get the Tatsugiri down to 1 HP. So, I think, well, what you can do is this. We'll just do this. I mean, I gotta test the protect theory that I have. I'm not for sure how that works. maybe we'll just do a quick test with my other Switch, where it's a more controlled environment. I hate losing. That's my problem. I could have brought in the Chen-Poe and all that stuff, and just double protect it and see what happens. But we got about 3 turns to deal with this, and they don't know that we have Ground Terra. They don't know at all that we have Ground Terra. So the problem is that Magnemite could be Levitate. So we're just gonna protect and see what they do, and then we'll Terra next turn. All right, so I believe it's 3 turns that the Dondozo needs, or the Tatsugiri needs, before it goes down. Usually, if my opponent was attacking, they would redirect. They only did damage to themselves. That's awesome. So there was the first tick of poison. So we went down from, I think we went down 10 HP, and we're toxic poison, so we'll go down more. We will Terra, and we'll EQ. Alright. This is why I have Ground Terra. It gains you the stab, and you get an electric immunity, which a lot of electric Pokemon I've seen running around. Or a lot of electric moves I've seen running around. Jolteon I've seen running around. Jolteon of all things, yes. You heard that right. We were faster than both those guys, that's good to know. And that is a double KO. Alright. So their Warhead fainted. Tatsugiri goes down. What was that? 13 HP? And what we're going to do is we'll just protect this next turn. And that should allow Tatsugiri to go down. And then you'll see what I'm talking about. Spathra. I wonder if it's Speed Boost. And the Mushroom. Okay. So we are... we actually can't be put to sleep because of their... We cannot be put to sleep because of their electric terrain. Oh, that's awesome. Anyways, we will just... Let's see. We're at 13 HP. So yeah, we should go down this next turn with Tatsugiri. So like I said, you have about 3 turns to deal with if the Tatsugiri does not take the damage it needs to. Double protect. Okay. Why did their protect fail? Okay, so there's the Tatsugiri fainting. Beautiful. They are, in fact, speed boost, but that's okay. Okay, Chen-Poe. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have officially accomplished a stat-boosted Dondozo next to our boy Chen-Poe. Yep, that just happened. Okay. So we will EQ, and we'll Ice Spinner the Mushroom. We have Focus Sash, so we'll be okay for the Focus Sash. We'll live the 1 hit. Now we could have protected. They went Fighting type. I'm hoping they don't get to attack with the Espathra. They only had 1 speed boost, so we should still be faster. Yes, Ice Spinner comes through. An insane amount of damage to an Amoonguss, almost taking it down to Effect Spore. You need to change that from Effect Spore to Regenerate. Effect Spore is cool, but EQ. Oh, and we took the terrain away. Now we can be put to sleep, but Amoonguss is down. There it is. That was 2 attacks by Dondozo to take out their 4th. GG's. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Okay, let's get another one. Let's see if we can't get that a little bit quicker. Alright? 1 second. Alright. We got ourselves a battle against Biggie. Okay. They have a Rain Core. That's really cool. we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the thing. And then I think we'll do one more battle, and then I'll just do the Flutter Mane. We'll see what we can do with the Flutter Mane and stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna do it. You know, we're just testing. That's why we're doing it. Win, lose. That's why I do the casual battle. Casual battles for testing in-game cartridge, because you know it might not be like true teams that are from the ranked ladder, but you know it allows you to get familiar with the team, and I think after all that's what the testing is about: is getting familiar with the team and seeing if it's actually going to be, you know, a thing. Pelipper. Okay. We'll hit the explosion. It's like they're not expecting this, and that's what I love about it. Okay, they protect. Okay, so they're protecting tailwinding. So again, it's not going to be the fast-paced Tatsugiri Dondozo thing. But let's test this out. Let's protect Tatsugiri, because they're going to tailwind. So, standard stuff. That's the standard gimmick there with that thing. Alright. Chen-Poe comes in. Alright. If this doesn't work, we just gotta run the battle at that point. I don't know. We're gonna find out if protect works. I really hope it does. Alright, so they go terrestrialization into grass type. That's not good. Okay, protect. Chen-Poe protects. Okay, so you can endure and you can protect. Okay. They Terra Blast. Oh. And Icy Wind. Okay. Now, I'm gonna switch. Okay. Gosh, I really want to. I'm just gonna switch. I mean, how much damage do you really think they do to me? I'm gonna switch Dondozo into this spot because they have Terra Blast. Let's see. Okay, Terra Blast. I could have Icy Winded, but okay, Sucker Punch. We Sucker Punch that. Oh, I was hoping it was gonna take it out. I was so close to taking it out. All right. Did they read my switch? Nope. They Terra Blasted into the Chen-Poe. Chen-Poe hangs on. Okay. And they Hurricane into Chen-Poe as well. They doubled up. Okay, so Chen-Poe goes down. That's fine. Okay. Tatsugiri comes back out on the field. Now they are, unfortunately, they are, this is where the Grass Terra comes in handy, because then it would be neutral damage. But, you know, the problem is ground is effective against grass. So, we still have some stuff we can do here. 2 more turns of rain, so it's just going to be a simple protect here. Okay. 2 more turns of rain. And they have some tailwind left too. That stuff. So Terra Blast. Okay, and a Hurricane. Okay, Tatsugiri goes down to their Tailwind peters out. Okay, I'm gonna try to attack here with Wave Crash. We'll see how much damage we do here. If we can stop their Tailwind user, and then we can rest, get our health back. Unfortunately, not having Chen-Poe on the field is unfortunate enough. It really sucks, actually. They're still faster, even in the rain. That's fine. We eat that very nicely. Their Life Orb. They go down to their Life Orb chip. That's excellent for us. It's huge for us. Okay. And this is in the rain, so there is more damage here. And this should hopefully pick up. Perfect. Perfect. And their rain stops. Let's go. Alright. Damage by recoil. That is unfortunate. Tatsugiri was hurt by poison. Tatsugiri goes down. Nothing we can do about that. Nothing we can do about that. But we were still able to position Dondozo. What I'm saying, look, this is just showing how that Dondozo is super strong alone. Fluttermane comes out. And Chi-Yu. We probably don't win this, to be honest with you, because of beads and rune and stuff like that. Okay. Speed. Let's see. Just grass, ice, and water is really bad for us. Let's just go Terra Earthquake. This is, like, I'm still really torn between the Grass Terra and this Ground Terra. So, I don't know. We are full speed investment. They protect there. Okay. I was really thinking about resting. I should have. They Shadow Ball. Let's see. Okay. Let me EQ. We should have rested. That was our rest turn. A lot of those are Choice Scarf, though, so it's hard to really... Fluttermane does go down in one hit. Now they get to attack. Which they still have the rain up. I'm going to hit the rest button just to see. We're faster. Yes. Okay. So we'll get a bunch of health back here. Full health. Okay. It's just an earth sitting there. Alright. We wake up. They Psychic. Which does... Okay. Yeah, we're good. They're obviously going to protect this turn. So we'll just hit Earthquake. They don't even protect. We hit the EQ. It could be Focus Sashed, which is why they didn't protect, so they are okay with taking the damage, and they're not Focus Sashed. GG's. That's the power of Dondozo. It's just overwhelming. We didn't even get the actual strategy off completely. We actually failed getting it off, and we were able to still pick up the victory. So, all right, I'm going to do one more battle. It's going to be a little bit longer video, but I do want to try and get a battle with the rest of the team, the Fluttermane and the Dragonite, and stuff like that. So, yeah, 1 second. All right, yeah, Tyson here has a Ditto. This kind of looks in-game team. They do have all 3 starters, which is pretty cool. Yeah, oh, they have all 3 starters and a Greninja, and a Ditto and a Pig. What a cool team. It's really good. That would be awesome if that was like a good team. Anyways, the problem is if we do the thing, then, yeah. Yep. So, let's go Electrode for a lead. Let's try it. We don't lead like that, so I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see. See, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. They have Ditto. And Ditto copies you completely. Ability, stats, all of it. It becomes a Dondozo mirror, and we're unaware, they're unaware, so we just kind of beat each other up. So. Greninja. Okay. Greninja and Meowscarada. We hit the explosion. We hit the Endure. Let me see what happens here. Alright. So hopefully we can get the quick, this going with the quickness, and then we can I can just show you guys how. I haven't yet to do that. Okay, that did so much damage to Greninja. Not bad. Okay, they they play rough. See, now we're 1 HP. And it doesn't matter what this thing does. It can hit me with the most super effective move in the world. Still going to be 1 HP because we endured. They rock slide. Beautiful. Okay, turn 2. So there's the poison. This chair is so squeaky. Toxic Sword. Piece of ice in my mouth. Oh my gosh, that really came out of nowhere. I thought I swallowed it. I did now. Wow. Okay, now the Don comes out. And these guys are like, man. I'm also worried about Ditto. But honestly, like I said, we'll see. So that's how it works. We protect on turn 3. Okay. All that stuff happens. Now we protect. Okay, and obviously, they're not even grass type anymore, so they lose their grass stab, which is fine, but did they not bring Ditto? Oh, I would have brought Ditto to this matchup. But then again, like, you know, the Ditto is kind of like the dark type. Why? What? Okay. Yeah, whatever. Nah, we're just here to show this. Alright, did you Flower Trick into the Protect? Now, you could have Grass Terra. If you had that Grass Terra, that gives you back your Grass Terra type. And they Rock Slide. Okay, now watch what's going to happen. Tatsugiri's going to faint. Okay. Tatsugiri fainted. Now we bring out Chen-Poe. And there you go. That is exactly how it works. We have officially accomplished exactly what we were going to do. We got the Chen-Poe next to the Dondozo with the stat boost you see here. Yep. And then there's our boy Chen-Poe with the Swords of Room ability. Now, like, I'm just going to go EQ. And I'm going to protect to Chen-Poe on this turn. I'm not going to Terra or anything. Because this should take it out. Late Flower Trick. We should live. We should live. Right? Oof. That was so much damage. Because it's a critical hit. But like I said, I knew we were going to live. Because we're Dondozo. Oh no. They were faster on both accounts. Oh no. We lose. Dondozo loses. 7 HP Dondozo! Dondozo, you cracked. You cracked, Dondozo. You cracked. Alright. So the EQ takes out both of their mons. So that's good to know. Meowscarada is faster. And Greninja's faster. So we could have Icy Winded. And did that way. But what we're going to do is Zacian.net comes out, Quaxquavel, and Skelly comes out. Now, I don't know how fast Quaxquavel is, but I can find out. Oh, I don't even think I can find out. Let's see. So this is why I like testing on Showdown, because I got, you know, a good amount of time here to look up what I need to look up. Quack Squabble has a base speed of 85. And Dondozo's speed is really bad, being 87. So, we are faster. But what we're going to do is we're going to rest. And then we're going to Icy Spin. That guarantees, or Icy Wind, sorry. This guarantees speed control. And it breaks any sashes. And we rest. Satiate.net. I understand, but don't pay for Pokemon. We get all our health back. And we get to wake up. And they liquidate into a water Pokemon and did like 6. And they Torch Song into our fire Pokemon, which goes down to our Focus Sash. Peace out. And they quit. We were going to win next turn anyways. It was a simple EQ. I was going to Terra to show you the Flying Terra. But that's it. That's the team. That's how you do the strategy. And that's how it goes. So, like I said, I'm going to make it a rental code. And then I'll put that on the screen. Rental code will be below. Or the rental code will be on the screen. It'll also be below with the Pokepaste. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, here it is. Here is the rental code for Team Bada Boom. The big Bada Boom. Fifth Element fan. You got to be a Fifth Element fan to understand that. I'll tell you that right now. It's from a movie. Great movie. If you don't know what Fifth Element is, go watch the movie Fifth Element. Anyways, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this team. This team is great. I've had probably some of the most fun I've ever had playing Pokemon with this team. As far as making it, playing it. I have taken on the ladder, so it does work on the ladder. And now that it has the choice spec Fluttermane, which was actually the final addition to the team today. Same with Protect on Tatsugiri. That really worked out there for us in that one battle. You see in the first battle how it actually works, where you get it down to the 1 HP with the Explode, and then your opponent's attacks are redirected into Tatsugiri. Doesn't matter if you take 2 or 4 or 7 attacks, you're still surviving with 1 HP because you have the Endure, Toxic Orb Pox, you bring in the Dondozo, you Protect on turn 2, and then on turn 3, or at the end of turn 2, I should say, the Tatsugiri goes down due to the Toxic Infection or to the Poison. And then in your 0 part of turn 3, you bring out your Chen-Poe, and you have gone and completed the Gambit that is the Dondozo, that is getting Chen-Poe next to Dondozo, a boosted Dondozo nonetheless. You got like the rest on the Dondozo where you're able to redo health, which makes him stick around a lot better. You see it in the second battle, or was it the third battle? I don't know how I'm going to arrange it, but you see it in the one battle where we're able to rest, and then we're able to come back and able to do the victory. I put Icy Wind on Chen-Poe because not everything outspeeds Dondozo. Or a lot of things outspeed. Let me retry that. Sorry about that. I put Icy Wind on Chen-Poe because Dondozo does not outspeed everything. There are lots of things that outspeed Dondozo. Annihilate is one of them, and there's a bunch of Annihilapes running around. Rest of the team is going to be the Fluttermane and the Dragonite. We've been over this in the beginning of the episode, but that's the team. I love this team. I had so much fun with this team. I hope if you use this team, please let me know in the comments. I want to know what you guys think of this team. I put a lot of effort into it. If you think the team's garbage, hey, tell me. Like, oh, Draco, this team's terrible. But, like, come on, man. You're literally putting a Pokemon out there, blowing it up, poisoning another Pokemon, and then you get to hit Chen-Poe, which is weakening defenses, next to a Pokemon with a +2 attack. And then you gain an Earth Stab, a ground stab for Earthquake. Or you have your big, huge Wave Crash stabs. Whatever you got to do. I am very proud of this team, is all I want to say. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, we were trying to get to that 200 subscriber mark. Last I checked, we were at around the 161 subscriber mark. So hit that subscribe button. And until next time, stay positive, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.